G20 Leaders Summit that India hosted in September this year came out with a leaders' declaration that puts out the call for a green development pact. The leaders of the world's largest economies are sending a clear signal. Sustainability and green initiatives need to go hand in hand with our developmental agenda. And for this, we need to come together, forming a covenant, a pact of countries, businesses, communities. The Sustainable Development Goals have only 7 years left to be achieved, and we are nowhere on track. The SDG summit that was held at the United Nations, also in September this year, pointed out in very clear terms that we are in an era of global boiling. We're in an era of increasing inequalities. We're in an era of increasing stresses on efforts for poverty reduction, thanks to a series of shocks that our economies and our communities have faced over the past few years. But the bad news should not become an excuse for not pursuing the good. In order to make sustainability a driver of our economic development paradigm, we need to collaborate. We need to bring together the policy frameworks that countries produce. We need to bring together the innovations and the technologies that small and big companies produce, and we need to bring together the resilience that communities demonstrate in order to develop the appropriate platforms for joint action to accelerate towards the SDGs. The ambitions have been set. The actions are visible in some places more than in others. From ambition to action, the objective now has to be acceleration. And for this, I want to thank WION for launching its Mission Sustainability campaign as one more driver to bring the consciousness of sustainability not just as an environmental issue, but sustainability in its true sense of environmental, of social, of economic and political sustainability. And only when we join hands together, only when we look at how to scale those actions, how to speed up those actions, can we start dreaming of the very different world that we envisioned in 2015 when the Sustainable Development Goals were announced, looking out to 2030 and beyond. We are, of course, under a lot of stress. The here and now problems often result in the urgent trumping the important. But, as we all have come to learn, there is no planet B. So whatever we have to do, whatever tensions we have to resolve, whatever finance we have to find, and whatever innovations we have to develop, it's here and now that we have to act. The urgent and the important have to come together for jobs, growth, and sustainability. I wish WION Mission Sustainability all the best.